Why is it so hard to let go of someone you loved? Hi, I'm Aya, life and relationship coach, and I want to start by saying this. Letting go is hard because love creates a shared life. You didn't just share moments, you shared maybe years, decades, routines, memories, and very often you also share the future. So when a relationship ends, you are not only losing a person, you are losing a version of life you imagined. And that takes time to grieve, but partly because we are wired to feel loss very strongly. Loss stays with us longer than joy. We are wired to fight harder not to lose something than we are to gain something new. And when relationship ends, moving on doesn't happen automatically. At first, it's just painful, sometimes even physically painful. Heartbreak really does feel like your heart hurts and your body feels it, your nervous system feels it. So the question becomes, what actually helps you to let go gently without forcing yourself? The first thing is to redefine hope. One of the biggest reasons we stay stuck is hope. Not the kind that we usually think about, but so often we hope that they will change, they will come back, they will understand what they lost. But that kind of hope keeps us tied to the past, and the past unfortunately cannot be changed, but hope can be redirected. So I invite you to reflect on this. What am I hoping for now? If the answer is I hope they come back, that is understandable, but that keeps your heart in the yesterday. So instead, gently shift it to something like, I hope for a kind, honest, loving relationship. I hope for peace. I hope to feel like myself again. That kind of hope moves you forward. It's not attached to a person who is no longer in your life. Number two, limit your emotional exposure. It's about protection. Limit how much you expose yourself to the reminders of them. Maybe social media, checking photos, rereading messages, all those keep you pulling it to the past. Of course, if you have children together, communication is necessary, and that's a different conversation. But unnecessary exposure keeps the wound open. Letting go becomes much harder when you keep reopening it. And this isn't about being harsh, it's about being kind to yourself. And again, this is an opportunity to turn the spotlight on you, to become curious about your life. And we come to the third thing, look at the relationship honestly. Once you reduce exposure, you can begin to see more clearly. And I often suggest this simple exercise. Take a piece of paper and write down 2 columns. On one side, write the good. What did this relationship give me? What did you learn? What qualities you value? On the other side, write the so-called hard parts. Where did you feel unseen? What didn't work for you? Or what did you miss? You're allowed to miss someone and still know that the relationship is not right for you. It is not about blaming, it's about clarity. And clarity helps you see forward. And I want to add that we can feel silly or even stupid, that why didn't we see that this relationship is going to end. And this exercise helps you also see that there's a reason why you fell in love with them. But maybe you see too that why it no longer can exist. So let's go to releasing with kindness. Letting go doesn't mean erasing the past. There will be moments, a song, a place, something that triggers the memory. And instead of fighting those moments, try meeting with them with kindness. And this was something I had to learn myself. At first, I wanted to delete all the photos, remove even the good memories because they felt somehow stained by the pain. But over time, I realized that it was just my pain coloring those memories, and those moments happened, and they were real, and they mattered. And now I can let them exist without letting them define my future or my feelings toward my past. And here's a helpful question: what value I have gained from this experience? And this brings me to the final point. This can be your moment, turning heartbreak into a breakthrough. Not necessarily easy, but it creates space. When you start choosing yourself, protecting your peace, your well being, your sanity, something shifts. Letting go may most likely take time and take repetition. But when your energy is focused on building yourself, you stop getting stuck in those words of what if. Letting go of someone you loved is not a failure, it's an act of self respect. And if this resonated with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments. What helped you through a difficult breakup, or what are you learning right now about letting go? Remember, you are not alone in this. You can reach out to me anytime. Love and light. Bye.